Rose, and congratulations for taking the first step towards your natural childbirth. It is truly an amazing and beautiful experience that you have the right to have. And this is just one of my natural birthing babies. This is my daughter Honey, and she has really been the catalyst for me to help and assist and empower other women just like yourself to be able to achieve that just, life-changing experience as well. So here are your top 5 tips to have a natural childbirth. Tip number 1 is to do a comprehensive childbirth class. Okay, so go into a class, go and research which is the best one for you. You really owe it to yourself, your partner, and your baby. Really, your baby is really your partner in this, actually, I should say. You owe it to yourself and your baby and whoever is supporting you to do and get as educated about pregnancy and the whole birthing process as a whole. Now, I heard this the other day. If you were told that you were going to be thrown into the deep end of the pool in 9 months' time and you didn't know how to swim, well, I reckon you'd probably go and learn how to swim, right? Well, it's the same with childbirth. So if you get as educated as possible, this will definitely help you on your way to a natural and beautiful childbirth. Now, tip number 2 is all about exercise. Don't groan. I know, if you're not an athlete, don't go and try and run a mile or anything like that. I'm talking about nice exercises like walking, like yoga, like swimming. Aqua aerobics is fantastic. And just make sure that your birthing body is prepared for childbirth. Yes, there's lots of exercises that you can do to prepare yourself. And it will also actually help in your recovery, so I definitely recommend it. Tip number 3 is all about nutrition. This does not mean that you are eating for 2, but it also doesn't mean that you have to curb what you eat or you can't eat any of your favorite things. It definitely just means that focus on the fact that your body is going to be fed first, and then your baby is going to get fed after. So fill your body with as much nutritious food as possible. That means, lots of protein, lots of fruit and vegetables, lots of grains, lots of things like that. And then, have your occasional treat. I know that lots of people have so many crazy cravings. I think mine was chocolate Bavarian cheesecake. Oh, that was you. Okay, tip number 4 is really, really important. Stop reading and listening to all the crap. You're probably reading a dozen pregnancy books, magazines. I know, I've done it. I was there, and I would like you to stop. Throw them away, put them away in a cupboard or something, give them back to the library, wherever you've got them from. Just stop reading them. Because what they're going to do is, first of all, when you go and have your childbirth education course, if you educate yourself properly, they're going to give you enough information that you're going to need to know. Even the scenarios that are possibly not going to be the best, you will learn how to cope and what to do in the event that unexpected circumstances arise. Okay, so if you're educated properly, you don't need to read all about those horror stories. They're about some woman's, birth in the car or some, just all these crazy stories. Now, another thing is that you, as a pregnant woman, will probably be told about other women's stories. So haven't you ever heard, like, as soon as you tell everyone you're pregnant, everyone wants to tell you their crazy birthing stories? Oh my God. I was like screaming on the inside, shut up, I don't want to hear about it. It was totally freaking me out, and this is before I was educated about natural childbirth. But what I did when I spoke to my birthing coach, who helped me sort of get around these conversations, and she was sort of suggesting that you either distract people and talk about something else, about baby names or what the sex is, or, how you've been decorating the room, or something else that gets them off their birth story. Or what you could do is, what I did in the end is I said, look, I'm really sensitive right now. I'm a little bit nervous. I'd really rather not hear about birth stories. I'm really only reading about good natural birthing stories. You don't have to say that, but something to the fact that will make them feel like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tell you about that. Yes. And they'll usually stop talking about it. because what happens is they want to tell you their story because they've got all these feelings about what they went through, especially if it was not a nice experience for them. And what they'll do is they'll like mentally download it on you, and then they'll walk away and they won't think about it for the rest of the day. Whereas you, as the pregnant woman who's probably not given birth before or may have not had a nice experience before, is freaking out on the inside going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, could that happen to me? So what they've done is they've downloaded they've got the monkey off their back, put it onto you, and now you're walking around worrying about it. So don't listen to the birth stories. Don't read about those birth stories. Just surround yourself with amazing, beautiful birth stories, because I tell you, if you do your research, if you look at all the videos on the website, or listen to all the stories, read the stories, you'll find that there are millions of women who have had beautiful, empowering, comfortable births. So you deserve to have that as well. And tip number 5 is to find a supportive caregiver. This is seriously the most important tip that I can give you. This will change the state of your childbirth. This will make sure that you are preparing yourself for the best possible outcome for a natural childbirth that you want. In choosing a caregiver that is going to help you have a natural birth, what I mean by that is whether you choose to have your birth in a hospital or whether you choose to have it at home or in a birthing center. So there's lots of different options there that you can choose. Now, if you have to have it in a hospital, that's totally fine. You can have a natural birth in a hospital. I certainly did. But what I did was surround myself with people that were also had my interests at heart in having a natural childbirth, especially with this one. So what I did was I went and did a childbirth course, and then my teacher actually came to my birth. She was one of my support people. If you don't want your teacher there, or you don't have a teacher there, you can hire a doula. You could ask a family member to be supportive, and they would have had to do some of the childbirth education as well. Also, maybe have a look at the hospital that's available to you. Hospitals, I should say. If there's only one, well, maybe you go to that one, or maybe you look at home birthing. And or if when you go to the hospital that you're going to, you talk to the midwives and the doctors about what kind of childbirth that you would like. Now, I was in a midwife program, which was fine. They were very interested in natural childbirth. But what they actually did was a lot of active birth and a lot of distraction methods to try and distract you from pain of childbirth. Now, I certainly had gone and done my childbirth course, and I didn't really believe in having to do all that sort of stuff. So what I did was I wrote out my birthing plan and showed them what I was all about. And then I had my supportive people around me, and they were all fine. I had my midwives, and they were, absolutely blown away by my natural birth, and it was just an amazing, beautiful experience. They were all for it. As soon as we had showed them, we'd done a lot of education and we knew what we were doing, they were quite supportive. They kind of sat back, let me do what I wanted, and the whole process just ended up happening so naturally, so organically. It was a really empowering experience for everyone that was there. If you have, say, if you're going with an obstetrician, perhaps talk to them about your natural childbirth aspirations. If they, I've heard of people having their obstetricians laugh at them or really totally dismiss them. Perhaps it's time to have a look for another obstetrician. There are plenty that love that when you go and get education for natural childbirth, because it means they have to do less work, or that the childbirth goes a lot smoother. I'm not sure, darling.
It's for Maxie.
It's for Maxie. So you.
And this is for Honey.
That's funny. So it is absolute your birthright to have a natural, empowering, and beautiful childbirth. We are built to do this. Our bodies are meant to do this. We are meant to give birth naturally and beautifully.